Hi there, this is George Kosh, and I'm very happy to be with you today to talk about Call Loop. And I want to really give you an overview of why this is so important. Imagine if you could just phone someone. In other words, you clicked on their prospect manager area here from the top menu under your prospects, and you have their phone number and you're kind of shy or you don't know what to say, and you're just too lazy to call them. Let's face it, because they might talk and talk and talk. Wouldn't it be great if during sort of normal daytime hours you could have an automated system using your voice call this number, and if a person answers, your voice would come over in the recording and say, "Hi, this is George Kosh. I wanted to let you know that I got you from this and this source. Are you interested in this? Call me. Here's my number, or go to this URL, or do this thing, etc." It's work. It would be wonderful. It works great. We've used this system for almost a year now, and it's really really amazing. Now imagine if you could pick from a whole bunch of different messages to send them. You didn't have to just send them a welcome. It could be, "Hey, I'm your sponsor. Welcome to this program," or "Welcome to World Profit," things like that. So what we've done is we've created a call loop system. And I'll go back into here and I'll tell you how it works and what you have to do. I'm going to click on Add Call Loops. And let's assume there are none here. Let's just say this was all gone and there was nothing here except the enter a new call loop. The first thing you want to do is you have to join the system first. And it's completely free, and you can decide if you want to keep doing it. They've got all kinds of things to choose from, but it is super cheap. We paid $50 beyond the free program, of course, and we've been using it for 6 months to call over 200 people, and we're still not even close to where we're going to have to add more money. So it's super cheap to do. And you can do SMS messaging too using their system. So you click here to join and it'll take you to Call Loop. And again, no credit card, nothing. This guy's cool. I've worked with him now for about 6 months. It's amazing. So you just join here for free. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sign into my account to show you what you need to do to get started using this system. And it's a lot easier than you think, believe me, because I've been looking for something like this that was simple to do for years. When you get into this for the first time, you're going to get some help messages and things like that, and that's great. You can use them all you want to do other things. I mean, goes way beyond World Profit. But to use with our system, all you're going to do is you're going to do what's called creating a group. The first thing you're going to see is you're not going to have any groups or anything. You're going to create a new group, and I'll click on it here to show you how easy it is. You just give it a name. Really, that's all you're doing is group name. And the integration, leave this blank. So you just put in your group name here and say it George's group. And I would leave all this stuff alone and don't click this off here. Just say create group. Now once you've created the group, the next thing you want to do is go in and we want to create an audio message. So don't worry about follow-ups or anything. You just go into audio and go down here, and you will select create a new audio, and you can see I've created a whole bunch here. Now this is where you got to think, what is it I want to send people but with my voice? Do I want to say, for example, you are in a program that you're getting leads for, and they're coming in the prospect manager, and you'd like to phone them to introduce yourself, give them your phone number, give them your email address, and importantly, and remember, they can listen to these messages over and over again, but importantly, you might want to offer them free phone consult. So in other words, imagine you're calling 10 people by clicking, click, 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 as I'll show you, and one or two might call you. So this is like a teleclose system where you're calling leads with your voice, and importantly, as you're going to see, it'll even leave your message for you if their voice answering service picks up. So when you create the new audio, this is really cool. You're going to do it by saying you can upload an MP3. So if you record something on your own computer, you can upload it here by browsing for the MP3 file. I went easier than that. I said, you know what, give me a phone number, and then you call the PIN number, you call it, and then you enter your PIN number, and then it'll say, press 1 to record, press 2 to save, and all of that stuff. Honestly, it'll take you 10 minutes because you just phone this. You can call it from Skype on your computer or your home phone number. I actually called it on my home phone number. And what I did was I just created my files. You can test them here and everything like that. Here's the best part. Once you've done the recording, leave this area. So we created our group, created our audio. Now the messages, you hover over messages and you go triggers. And this is a really cool part. You just create a trigger and it's going to say give it a name. Well, the name I would do is sort of the name of the message, so you'll know. So you would call this join or introduction to George, okay, or to myself or whatever. You don't want to say SMS message, but here's the neat part. You can use this for SMS away from World Profit. In other words, you can send a SMS text messages and things like that too. So that's why I wanted you to see the system. It's so cool. Voice broadcast, okay, because it's going to be sound. Put in your caller ID as your number that you want them to call you back, right? Because they might see that on their phone. So say you were in this area code 519 or 381. I'm just making this up, okay? And leave these options alone. Don't worry about advanced options. When they answer, so say they answer, what do you want them to get? Well, that's where you got your recording. So you select your audio recording and it'll automatically show up, and that would be the, let's say, membership expiring. So you see, you can even use instructions for your program. This person, I want them, their email is bouncing, okay? And if the voicemail picks up, in other words, the system calls and a voicemail picks up, let's just do the same. Select the audio recording that you already did. So you see, an email bouncing. Once you've created the trigger, they'll show up in your different triggers. And I'll show you some that I've made up right here under New Dealers. And let's go to Triggers. And just to show you the ones that I've created. And here's where World Profit comes in. As far as this is concerned, you're done. You'll probably have just one message up here. And you'll go back to World Profit and you'll say, oh, so to create a new call loop, okay, because we're under Add Call Loops right now. You've joined, you've set up your first trigger, which was quite painless, I hope. And you put in the subject. Well, the subject I would put in would be the same as the trigger subject. Start your training or email bouncing. You'd say email bouncing. Okay, and this could be your intro or whatever. This doesn't mean anything. This is for you, really. Then you go back over here, and this is the easy part. All you do is you take the email bouncing and you click code. Take this, copy, and paste it in here. And there's your call loop. Enter call loop. Now, here's the really cool part. You're thinking, oh, do I gotta use these codes and things like that? No, you're gonna probably use this area 1 or 2 times in your entire life. Here's where the fun comes. We click on home, and as your prospects are coming in into your various programs, you click on view, and I'm gonna use me, of course, and you go phone using the call loop system. And look at this. Isn't this beautiful? It says email bouncing here, start your training. It's got their home phone number, okay, because it grabs this from the home number spot right up here. So make sure that this is filled out. You can have hyphens in it. It's no problem, or spaces. It's okay as long as they're numbers and they're real and they work. Then you come in here and you can see I've got 2 set up that I can use, 1 and 2. And I can send these with 1 click. It'll also tell you when you've sent them. So let me just do one more. Activate this call loop. Start your training. Could be introducing George, come into my program, whatever you want. It's really cool. And watch what happens. It just says trigger message queued. You can then close this. And folks, that's it. If I hit refresh here, you'll see it's logged my call right there. And we're done. This person is now getting a call to that number. And you will never get lost on this person because it'll always say how many were called. That's how simple this system is. This is a free service completely to try. You can go over here and you can get, the rest of the information. You can, go through and enjoy it. I mean, there's so many other things you can do with this. And as you can see, we bought 1,500 credits 6 months ago, and we've only used 300. Okay. Now, the other thing you can do with Call Loop that I urge you to do if you're interested is you could go back to callloop.com and go way down to the affiliate area. I'm just going to log out right now, and I'm just going to go to callloop.com. And if you want, you can sign up for the affiliate program right here. I did it, just took a few moments. And after you've signed up, it's going to give you a URL. And I want you to focus on the part where it says, what would you like to be your name, your ID? Do you see this where it says username? This is the one that you want to remember. Okay, so I did mine as George Kosh. And then I went back here and watch what I'm going to do. We're going to go to Cool Tools. And if you go all the way down, Call Loop right here, put in the name and click Add Update. Okay, and that'll get you started. It'll save it for you. And then if somebody comes and signs up under you as a silver member or a platinum member and they join and they purchase credits or anything, you will get commission for that. Okay, so there you go. I hope you enjoy this. It works with the Prospect Manager. It's really, really neat. And I hope you, if you have any questions or anything, I hope you enjoy it. Just fill out a support ticket and I'll be happy to help. Thanks.